God doesn't punish some people because they deserve it more than other people. That's not how God works. Sometimes we act like that is. Sometimes we say, well, and let me tell you, if you say, oh, I would never think that, I would think about this with me, stick with me, and see if, I think this is probably what happened in their minds and what happens in our hearts and minds sometimes. When there is something like 9/11, when the Twin Towers are wiped out, right? Or when there is an event, let's say a young person, high school, college age, dies in a car accident. One of the things that we are tempted to do, and I think sometimes we do, is we look for a reason why the victims deserved it. Why somehow they were worthy of this. Because it's scary. When those things happen, it shakes our world, right? And we think to ourselves, what if that happened to somebody I love? Fact is, 9/11 means something different to me now with a son and two grandsons living in New York, right? And a daughter-in-law. But right, it means something different. Could that happen to somebody I love? Could that happen to me? And we want to find a reason why our world is safe. We want to find a reason why, well, that couldn't happen to us. And so we say, yeah, I know it's not a sin to live in New York, but let's be honest. You're much more likely to get a terrorist attack in New York than you are in Grand Rapids. It's not going to happen here, right? I know it's not wrong, but they chose to live in New York. Think of how often, when you hear about a high school or college death, one of the first questions, again, driving accident, was there alcohol involved? Part of the reason I think we ask that is to say, well, good, as long as my kid doesn't drink and drive, it won't happen. And we try to protect ourselves. And we say, you see, that person deserved that. That person, Jesus wants to say, that's not how God works. These people didn't deserve to die anymore. The fact is, Jesus wants to say, look at, and he says, they don't need to die. They didn't deserve death more than anybody else. Well, the implication is that we're still all sinners who deserve to die. It's not that I don't deserve to die or they deserve to die. No, we all deserve to die. Jesus is saying, no, they didn't get this. That didn't happen to them because God was punishing them. That accident didn't happen because God was punishing them. God didn't punish the people in the Twin Towers. God does not work that way. And if he did, we'd all be gone, okay? We would all be dead.